Now, your Valley Storm Team forecast.
Well, guys, feels like temperatures are on the rise by the time we get to this afternoon. We're going to be in that 100 to 105, 6, maybe even 108 or so for the feels like temperatures. Very warm afternoon ahead. It's going to feel warmer than yesterday. And actual temperatures for many going to be in the 90s. Oh, we might hit 100 here and there, but I think it's more likely that most of us are going to be in the mid to upper 90s for those highs. Coastal areas a little bit cooler there, 80 for South Padre Island. The only bummer is we have that high rip current risk still hanging on, and I think it could last through the end of the week. So be especially mindful if you have any beach plans coming up. Make sure you're keeping an eye on those flags and don't swim if we have a moderate or high rip current risk. And now that we're talking about the heat and the sunshine, all that good stuff, the humidity, make sure you're wearing your sunscreen. We're looking at SPF 30 or higher 30 minutes before you're going to be out in the sun, and reapply every 2 hours. If you got the kids outside, you're going to need to help them. And spend time in the shade. Guys, we're getting back into that time of year, even though it's not quite summer. We're going to be bringing in those heat tips because it's the valley, so this is what we get to talk about. We're also dealing with the wind. This afternoon, wind gusts could surpass 35 miles per hour along the coastline, and tomorrow we could see even breezier conditions. Further inland won't be dealing with quite as much wind, but overall, the theme of the next 4 days or so is just going to be the wind and the heat. That's because we have the valley wind machine back. High pressure over the Gulf, over Florida, and the low pressure to the north brings us those southeasterly winds that could end up gusting near 40 miles per hour along the coastline especially. So we'll be keeping an eye on that over the next couple of days. This weekend, we'll see a little bit of a change up with a cold front, and we don't always see cold fronts this time of year that are this strong. I'm not expecting a lot of rain, maybe some stray showers along the coast, but the bigger deal with this is that we're going to see a temperature drop for Sunday and Monday, and we are going to be in the 70s. So we're going from 90s for highs to 70s for highs this weekend. So we have a couple more days, and then we'll be dealing with much less humidity and much cooler